Evening guys, welcome back to my channel and to my warm review of the January 2023 Bring Back My Bar bars in Region 2, which is here in Europe. Well, yeah. So there are quite a few to go through because, there's like 17 of them this time. If you've seen my unboxing and cold sniffs, you will know that I already had some of them. So I only bought 14, but I do have the 17 here to go through. So I'll start with baked apple pie, just because this is the biggest bar, well, the brick, and I can get it out of the way. So this is baked apple pie, and the scent description is flaky crust, apples and spices combined in a strong scent. And it is quite a decent performance. And yeah, it reminds me, as Melissa Johnson said, it's pretty much like the apple pie filling rather than, I don't get any like flaky crust or any buttery bakery notes from this. It is almost like just the apple pie filling, so like sweet apples with cinnamon and spices. I do like this one. Yeah, I would say it's not a repurchase, but that's only because I have like the brick of it. I would repurchase this in the future if it did come back and I didn't have like nearly a full brick of it. Then I will say that some of these were really disappointing for me, mainly because of the fact that the performance just wasn't there for me. I don't know if that's just my nose or what, but so I'll go at these in no particular order. First, vanilla suede. So this is classic vanilla with rich amber, hints of sandalwood and spice, subtly masculine fragrance. Now this one was one I had really high hopes for, because in the clamshell on cold, it's quite a decent scent. Really liked the scent, really wanted this to be a club-worthy scent. Unfortunately, it isn't. Well, for me anyway, it just didn't perform. In the bedroom, I think it's a 25 watt warmer, I've got the Starry Night, and yeah, it just, unless I was like this in the warmer, just couldn't smell it. So that was a real disappointment for me, that one. Then next up is Love You Very Much. So this is a fragrance to crush on, bursting red berries, dreamy white peach and tart cranberry, finished with a splash of vanilla. It's a nice scent. Performance-wise, it was okay. It was a fruity scent, a nice fruity scent. Yeah, it's not one I would repurchase just because it wasn't a standout-ish scent for me. But on the whole, it was nice, and I will warm it. And there we go. Then next up is Grapefruit Orange. So this classic citrus scent gets a little extra kick from the grapefruit, so it's perfect for adding some zest. And this one, it was very nice. I did really like this. I don't think I would repurchase it. It reminded me a bit of Feeling Punchy from last year's summer collection on warm, as well as on cold, as I said when I unboxed it. I don't know, there are other bars that I think personally are nicer in a citrusy category, like Blue Grotto. Oodles of Orange is a really nice one, even though it's not orange, it's mango and a whole bunch of other things. But yeah, this reminds me of a mixture of Feeling Punchy and Mandarin Mango Nectar from summer 2021 collection, I think it was. So yeah, it was nice, but I just don't think I would repurchase it. Yeah, this is one that I think at the moment will be in a, maybe I'll get one more bar, but I'm not entirely sure. So that's in that pile. Then we have Thunderstorm. So this is refreshing moss, sharp clove and spicy rose are like the breeze in a storm. Now when I first had this, which was July 2022, it was a Bring Back My Bar from Region 1, and I managed to obtain it. And it wasn't one that I was overly keen on. It has grown on me, has definitely grown on me. I do want another bar. I have kind of obtained another almost full bar on the black market. So yeah, I do have like another bar of this sort of on its way. But as I said, it was a black market find. As in, it's from someone who didn't like it. But yeah, it does have like a fresh green note, but not the dewy green note that I find reminiscent of someone having wet themselves. Did like this time around. Yeah, and sometimes, you know, I've had bars of wax where on first sniff I'm like, ooh, I'm really not sure, or on first warming I'd be like, ooh, it's not really for me. And then after time, I don't know whether it's the way it cures or just the way it settles into the temperature of the house, I don't know, but this one was one that did definitely improve with age. Then on to Cozy Kitchen. So this one is warm up to a blissful batch of warm oats and brown sugar with a spicy cinnamon swirl. And this was really nice. It was a really, really nice scent. I would repurchase this. This is one of the ones I think I want another bar of. But it's one I would want, if I had to limit it, I would have this over this. It's a very, very nice, slightly spicy bakery scent. There's definitely cinnamon, yeah, I was going to say it's definitely cinnamon, but it's listed. I did really like that one. Then we have Candy Crave. So this is one, I've got my ring light at a different angle, and I just realised that it reflects a bit more on the camera. So let's see, so there we go. Candy Crave. So this is just the sweet stuff, raspberry sorbet, cotton candy and fluffy marshmallow. Now Melissa said that this is one that improves with being left. Just having to look to see if I can see the pour date on this. September 2022 it looks like. And on first sniff, I feel it's kind of reminiscent of Luna, but not necessarily Luna the wax, but Luna the body scrub, because it's got a sweetness that the Luna body scrub has that the wax doesn't. But Luna is like jasmine and a whole bunch of other things. So I don't know whether it's the raspberry and maybe the marshmallow that is kind of giving me similar Luna vibes. This is one that I'm pretty certain I want another bar of, just to leave and cure and mature. But I do have to decide which ones, because as I said previously, I am limited with space. So I did think I might just do another 6-pack to get a bar free by paying for 5 and receiving 6. But then I thought actually I may just add them to my Scentsy club, because I've skipped February's club, which means my next one is coming in May, which gives me 4 months-ish to actually use up some of the part bars I have to make way for these extra ones coming in. So Candy Crave is one I would like another bar of. Then some of them I'm torn with. Some of them are definite, I don't want more. Some are, I'm unsure whether I want more or to club, which obviously one of the advantages of Scentsy Club is the fact you can just pop the bars in, and like with my next club comes in May, so it gives me a few months to warm the ones that I'm not sure whether I want more or want to club, and then I can go like end of April. I can go like, actually, yeah, one bar was enough, take it out. Or I can go, do you know what, yeah, I want one more bar and then take it out. Or I can go, I want this in club because I want like another 3, 4, 5 bars of it. So next up is Huckleberry Sage. So this is like finding an unexpected winterberry patch, tart ruby cranberries and sweet purple huckleberries dusted with silver sage. I'm not a fan of it. I'm really not a fan. I have mixed it with Unicorn Kisses from a previous Bring Back My Bar, and it was much nicer. On its own, I'm really not a fan. There's just, I don't know, there's just something about this scent that for me, it's got a slightly weird note, but also at the same time it's a bit something and nothing. And I think if you're spending like £7, £8 on a bar of wax, you want it, you want to like it, you want to enjoy it. So for me, I'm glad I tried it. Again, this was one that came from the States back last July because it was when they Bring Back My Bar. But this one now is, you know, I have 2 cubes left, and it's going in my pile of to use it by the end of the month, just to kind of get it gone, really. Then another one that I did find absolutely vile, did not enjoy it at all, is White Teen Cactus. So this is a clean, crisp mix of refreshing, a clean, crisp and refreshing floral mix with green notes. And I think it's the green note in it that I'm not keen on. On cold, it still reminds me of Window Putty. Warming, it's much nicer than Window Putty, but for me it's still not a scent I've enjoyed. This is one that I think I will again try mixing with the Unicorn Kisses, because it did kind of remind me of walking into like a tea shop, but not a drinking tea shop, but like a shop stacked with canisters of tea. Don't know whether it's like that old, slightly musty vibe that you kind of get from it, but for me this isn't one that I would repurchase. It's not one that I kind of want to leave to see if it improves either. It may well do, but this is one that I kind of feel that I just want to mix it, try and find a good combination, and then see the back of it. So there was that one, that's in my don't want more pile. Then we've got Cashmere Pear. So this is Slip into Sensual White Amber, Madagascar Vanilla, Silky Pear and Warm Red Ginger. A blend as smooth and luxurious as fine spun cashmere. Don't know whether it will focus. No, and my main light's off, so if I turn the ring light out you won't see anything anyway. And this one, oh my god, this is 100% club worthy. Definitely want more of it. It's really, really, really nice. I had it in the bedroom and I had no issue smelling it whatsoever. And performance-wise, I think it lasted kind of like three days, maybe 4. I think 3 days you would really smell it. The 4th day you kind of needed to be close to the warmer to smell it. So yeah, for me, performance-wise, this one is absolutely fantastic, and it is being clubbed. As in, I will be having more than one bar. I really liked Cozy Cashmere. This is just a little bit nicer in my opinion. I can't remember quite what Cozy Cardigan, which is in this year's catalogue, was like to compare it to that, but I do kind of feel it's along a similar vein. So yeah, this one for me is a definite repurchase, without shadow of a doubt. Then we have Kahiko Hula. So this is Say Aloha with exotic passion fruit, mango and papaya. And there's, yeah, it's really pretty packaging. But this one, this is one that I'm on the fence whether I want another bar or not. It is really nice. It surprised me how nice it was. And it did perform quite well, though I only kind of had like a day and a half out of it, which is why I'm on the fence whether I want more, because it's like, performance-wise it wasn't fantastic, but the scent was really nice. So it was that one. So that's in my unsure pile. Then we have Lucky in Love. So this is a sweet bouquet of mandarin, bergamot and orange with hints of peaches and berries. And yeah, this is one that I do kind of feel that there's quite a bit going on with it. It was very nice when it was warmed. It did feel as if it was less busy to the nose when it was warming. It was very nice. I'm not sure whether I do want more of it. So yeah, this is in the will be added to my club, but quite possibly will be removed before the next shipment in May. So yeah, this was nice, and it did. I had this in my Polar Panorama warmer on top of the stairs, and it did perform really well. Let's say I think I had maybe 2.5 days out of it. So yeah, this was a nice one. Then honestly, for me, there's too many nice ones this time, especially on warm, because most of these I found were nicer warm than cold. So next up is Pixie Sparkle. So this is sparkling strawberry, skipping over vanilla marshmallow and breezy blush amber, feels just like a fairy tale. And really cute pack. And this one, it did on cold, it does remind me a little bit of Ursula Poor Unfortunate Souls from the Disney Villains collection. Even though that's got goji berry and something, this kind of did give me a similar like vibe from it, but like Ursula Poor Unfortunate Souls, I just didn't get the performance from it. Really liked the scent. It wasn't a fantastic throw on it. And yeah, it did die off quite quickly. So as nice as this is, it doesn't have the same performance as like Unicorn Kisses. So for me, I don't know if I want another bar. I don't think I do. I think personally I would prefer another bar of Ursula Poor Unfortunate Souls, even though again that doesn't perform or last very long. For me, that's just a little bit nicer. So yeah, I don't think that will be having more, but I'm not convinced yet. Then next up is Strawberry Swirl. So this is frozen strawberry swirl whipped with frothy milk vanilla. And not sure if it will focus. No. No. This one on warm, actually I think on cold as well. Yeah, it reminds me of the rhubarb and custard sweets. This one is going in my club. This one for me is club worthy because not only is it a really nice scent, but it lasted days. Yeah, it was a really good scent. Really like this one. How long it stays in my club, I don't know. This is one that I could potentially take out to make room for others to go in from Bring Back My Bar in July. If that's the case, then I'll just give him one more bar. But we'll see. I may get to the end of this bar and think, do you know what, one more bar will be enough anyway. So that one is one that is definitely club worthy for me. Then we have Uzu Dragon. So this is a burst of fruit that simply sparkles. Fresh guava and honeyed nectarine spiked with exotic dragon fruit and uzu. And this one really surprised me. It was a really nice one. It's one that I think I would club this if I didn't have so many to club and have so many in my club as it is. I may think on it, and the ones I'm not 100% convinced that I want more, I might just, do you know what, just if you're not 100% certain you want more, you don't want more. So yeah, there will be a bit of review being done soon on ones that I'm a bit on the fence. But this was really nice, and again, it did last quite a while. I would say this lasted a bit longer than Coca-Cola. I think, personally, I think it's a little bit nicer. I think this is a little bit sharper than Coca-Cola, and Coca-Cola is a little bit sweeter. But yeah, I did enjoy this one. Then we have two left. So the penultimate one is Cotton Candy Cookie, which there. So just the packaging doesn't really reflect it, I don't think. So the description of this is, it's a trip to the county fair, little hands clutching cotton candy and cookies while gooey treats topped with sugared raspberries beg to be tasted. And this is such a good one. Really, really enjoyed this. Again, this is one where I'm like, I want more, but I shouldn't. Just because it's... No. You saw my video, well, you possibly saw my video the other day where I was like overwhelmed with stuff. And I'm maybe a little bit better space at the moment because I'm trying to arrange stuff and pull bits out to focus on using that. But this one is just a really, really nice scent. It's sweet and is reminiscent of just like being somewhere with it. Cotton candy or candy floss, as most of us put in the UK, and like cookies and fudge and yeah, that sort of thing. Will I have more? I really don't know. Really don't know. I think I would have to make a decision possibly between this and Candy Crave, maybe. Though, to be honest, I think because Candy Crave reminds me of Luna, like a lighter, sweeter Luna, I would be tempted to forego having more of Candy Crave for Cotton Candy Cookie. Because one of the things I'm trying to do at the moment with bars and club is if they are two that, for me, are similar to a bar, decide if it's like this bar, do I prefer Luna or do I prefer this? If I prefer Luna, then why am I clubbing this? If I prefer this, obviously, naturally I would club this because it's only available for a limited time. But I'm going to do what Melissa Johnson said, maybe, I know this is quite nice, dash it away for a couple of months and come back to it later in the year maybe, or even like towards the end of this year, early 2024. No. storing a bar for a year for me is nothing. I do have bars here from like 2021 when I first joined Scentsy. So, you know, it's... Yeah, so Cotton Candy Cookie. I think this is one that may well end up in the club for at least one more bar. Then lastly is White Sands. So this is Night Blooming Jasmine, softened by coconut, milk and rice, enveloped in the gentlest breeze. And on cold, I get furniture polish. Wasn't overly keen on it on cold. But honestly, when it's warm, it's much nicer. Really did enjoy it warm. But for me, Cashmere Bay was nicer. Yeah. For me, Cashmere Bay was nicer. I did try White Sands. Didn't enjoy it first on cold. Still on cold, I'm not keen. But I know that when I wore it, it was much nicer. So that was really nice. So I think for me, the two that will probably be in the club long term would be Cashmere Pear and Strawberry Swirl. Cotton Candy Cookie, I'm going to the club because I do want another bar. White Sands, I think I'm okay with just one bar. The same with Candy Crave. Cozy Kitchen, I'm on the fence. I do think I might possibly like one more bar. So I think that will go in club for another bar. Grapefruit Orange, I think I can live without any more of that. Pixie Sparkle, it's nice, it is nice, but I think I can live without more. Then, torn between Kohu and Blue Dragon. So, though I'm not sure which one of those two, if either or both, will go to the club for one more bar. Love it very much, it's nice, but I think I can live without more. Vanilla Suede, major disappointment for me because on cold. I love it. May try this in I'll say no, because I'm sure the one in my bedroom is a 25-watt warmer. So unless I try it on in my Polar Panorama, because that does tend to have a really good throw. Otherwise, I will be disappointed in perpetuity with this, and yeah, one bar will be enough. Lucky in Love, it's nice, I do like it. I'm sure I can live without more of that. Thunderstorm, as I said, I have obtained some additional cubes of it. So otherwise I probably would have added this to club to get one more bar. Yeah, I do want more of that, but it would just be one more bar. White Tin Cactus will never see the inside of my Scentsy club. It's, yeah, no. Huckleberry Sage, again, it's okay. It's not an outstanding scent for me. It was okay as a mixer, but I think for me, a mixer bar should be one that, like Unicorn Kisses, as I keep saying, is a really nice scent on its own, but also works really well with others. Vanilla Bean Buttercream is a bit like that, that I find if you have a scent that's maybe a bit too floral for you, Vanilla Bean Buttercream kind of tones it down and cuts through the floral note. So yeah, I'm happy with just, you know, finishing these two cubes off and it being done. And yeah, Baked Apple Pie, really nice scent, does perform quite well. And if I didn't have a huge brick of this, and an almost full brick, I would have added this to Scentsy Club for one more bar. So as it stands, I've got 2 definites, 2 for one more bar, and see how it goes. And then 2 that I'm on the fence whether I want more of either or more of both or no extra. I'm quite pleased that out of 17 bars, I've managed to kind of keep it down to, in theory, just 6 bars being repurchased through the club or whichever means. So yes, that's my personal opinion and take on the January 2023 Bring Back bars. So yeah, if you've tried any of them, let me know your thoughts. Obviously, as I always say, my opinions are mine. They're not reflective of necessarily what anyone else thinks. Because I know in the past I've had a bar that I've really loved that loads of people I know have sniffed it and gone, what the hell? And I know vice versa with like Around the Campfire. I absolutely love that scent. I really wish it would come back. Almost everyone I know really hates it, which was why I ended up buying like 12 bars from the clearance section, having regretted at that point taking it out of my club. But yeah, so there we are. That's it for this Friday evening. Normal weekly service will resume next week, though I am off Portugal on Thursday morning, back Monday. So week after next, warming us, it may be a little on the light side. But yeah, so have a good weekend, and I will see you next week for some more fun and smelly happiness. So see you soon.